it's me in the office again. I've got a bit of sleep deprivation. It's the afternoon. I'm trying to do this blooming podcast and I just keep messing it up. It's so stupid. Anyway, but in the meantime, I'm going to do a bit of commentary. Ooh, get me doing commentary. But no, honestly, I just quite fancy talking about this Disney, the progressive Disney. The wonderful Disney that's put a Latino actress in Snow White. Nothing wrong with that. Disney, the progressive company that puts Minnie Mouse in a trouser suit. Lovely. I don't like wearing dresses. I'd like to see other forms of dress available for everybody. Put many dresses, put Minnie Mouse in a trouser suit. Fine. Brilliant. I love it. Of course, Fox News doesn't, but that's Fox News being Fox News, as you do. But Disney, ableist. Really? Yes. Because it's quite an interesting story, this. Because it reflects my own belief that content creators, the media, Twitter, everyone else always talks about race, LGBT, sexism and that. Hardly anyone ever mentions ableism, they're kind of like the physically diverse, the neurodiverse. I mean, you wouldn't have called them disabled or not. I don't know what language you'd like to use for your differences. I like to use disabled because I feel like I am up against things that I have difficulty with, and it just helps me as a label to get the things that I need. I can understand why other people don't, but I would like to see more people being employed in the film and TV industry, and generally actually who are diverse in lots of different ways, and not just gay or trans or non-binary or whatever you want to call it, it's great that people are making strides to employ people on the strength of what they can do rather than what they look like. But a lot of people look like the way that they look like, not just because of the melanin in their skin, but because of various things that they were born with, and one of those things is dwarfism, and it's also known as, I'm going to see if I can try and pronounce this. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, I'm just looking at the tablet here. Just a sec. Yeah. Well, I have to say I'm very glad that the BBCFM recognise this. I mean, they don't have a great track record with representing trans people, but they do occasionally stand up for any minorities, and I don't think anyone's really talking about this, which is really interesting. But I can't remember what the name of this condition is. But anyway, Peter Dinklage, who's a very very famous short guy. I hope he doesn't mind being called that. And the Paralympian, which I'm going to find here as well, Will Perry. They're sick of people. They're sick of people with dwarfism being portrayed as mythical or comical characters on film and TV, and I'm thinking, yeah, right, because it is the 21st century, and why pick on them? Why is it that they're okay to be made fun of when you can't do the same with other minorities? It's really progressive, and that it's only progressive if it's fashionable. I hate to say this, but a lot of people do this. A lot of companies do this. It's like rainbow washing, green washing, black washing. They just do it to score social media points, and the only reason that they don't stand up for the disabled is because we're not fashionable, we're not trendy, we're not the thing. The more disabled people get out there and start talking about this, the more it'll be suddenly, oh, we're a commodity now that needs to be exploited. And I think, well, great. I don't care. I don't care if you're doing it for the reasons of capitalism. I don't care if you're doing it for the reasons of conscience. But can you please just give us some respect and put us there with the other minorities that you claim to be caring about. And this Dinklage said, and this is a very good point, and he was on the BBC Radio 5 Live. He said, I know loads of people who love Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs for the right reason, but we are now in the 21st century. People like Disney, who have influence over young people, need to be influencing them in the right direction. Yeah. You know, there was a film that came out, I think it was in the 20s, late 20s, called Freaks, and it was about circus performers, and a lot of people were up in arms and that, saying they were exploiting everything. And now nobody's talking about putting differently shaped people in films being exploited again. It's like, what, has anything changed like nearly 100 years? Really? Oh, just drives me mad, really. It really does. It's like, no. What do you think about this? Personally, I would love to get Minnie Mouse's trouser suit. I mean, great, but, you know, please, you know, I'm not going to say pick a lane, but if you're gonna be progressive, be progressive. If you're just going to be cynically marketing, be cynically marketing. But at least admit your faults and you know where you've missed out on things, because you have, and I'm pointing you out, Disney. Not that I've ever been a great fan of you in the first place, you know, mega media corporation. It is what it is. But if you're gonna, you know, if you're gonna virtual signal, do it properly. Include everybody. All right. Include all your minorities. Yeah. Lovely. Right. Thanks for that, and thanks for watching, and thank you for commenting on my recent videos. I am the Human Jumble Dryer. I call that because of my crazy brain. I'm still working on the Adcast. I would really love it if you could sign up for that when it finally gets going. I'm trying to put some work into it. One of the things I've been a bit worried about is editing out all the ums and ers, because I'm thinking if I do too much of that, then you're not going to hear my actual, you know, my neurodiversity. But then again, if I left them all in, it would be absolutely impossible to listen to. So there is there's a limit to what I can. I don't know what people. Well, I kind of don't know what people think of me when I'm out there talking, and sometimes I notice when I'm talking in public that people just look at me and look straight through me, because like you're just prattling on now. I'm just hearing noises. So I hope that you don't get that impression from the podcast. Thank you all for supporting me, and if you are subscribed, please check that you are still subscribed, because YouTube being YouTube, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because I'd really like to have some feedback about what I could be talking about next and things. I do like to make commentary about the disabled community and kind of current affairs in general, as you can see from my other videos if you'd like to go and have a look at them. I cover quite a wide range of things that I think are interesting to me, and because, you know, of my own identity, and I have other identities as well that I don't talk about. I do talk about, but not in this video. No, this video I'm generally talking about disability, and I'm going to talk about anything where you know, people of any protected minority are being mistreated, but specifically disability, because it just doesn't get talked about, and it is concerning that you know, we're still putting little people on the television and going, oh, look at them, aren't they cute? You know, it's like, ew, we've got CGI now, mate. You know, you've over CGI'd everything in that entire universe. Marvel is like almost 100% CGI. Fucking CGI these people, all right? Don't use real dwarves. I mean, I know that it's great for them to get jobs and that, but can you not just put them in a normal film? Do you have to put them in a fairy tale? I mean, what's it gonna put in the minds of children, that when they see people like that walking down the street, they're gonna go hi ho, hi ho? Oh God, I can't even begin to think about the repercussions of this. It's like people buying Dalmatian puppies all over again, isn't it? It's like these things have effects, and I think Disney needs to have a good long look at itself. you know, it won't, but it needs to. That's all I'm saying now, and I'm going to bugger off now and carry on beating my head against the computer trying to figure out this editing shite. Bye now.